We got 8 days until Death Before Dishonor. Join us now so we can recap what Ring of Honor did tonight, right here on Women's Wrestling Talk.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
That's right, guys. You already know what it is. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show, network, station, channel on the planet. You already know who it is. It is I, your girl Meka Mage. I am in catfish mode right now. Don't mind me. I know I'm all zhuzhed up. I'm taking my little sister to dinner. But I am here with my beautiful girl who is also in a different location.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. There's a lot happening over here. House sitting, dog sitting. So if my lighting's weird, guys, sorry. We'll be back to normal soon. You know, you got to do what you do for your friends. So, but we're here. I made it.
For sure.
For you guys.
For you guys. You know, I got dressed for y'all today.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor only been 8 matches, but the most happened on this show.
It was a lot in a little, and I appreciate that. You know, just enough. We have a lot of wrestling this week that Tony's given us, so I'm glad for this little, just a little
reprieve. Yeah, a little short, you know, 1-2. But we can go ahead and get started. So the first thing that's important to recognize, and I wanted to add the tweet here, is that we were all excited because we had one match for Death Before Dishonor. We don't have a match no more. Our love, Mark Briscoe, is not cleared to wrestle for Death Before Dishonor. So because he's not cleared, after Blood and Guts, which is Wednesday, we will find out who Claudio will face at that point. So our one match has now become a half of a match. How'd you feel when you read that, Al?
So I'll be honest, I've been off of Twitter for a minute, so this is the first time I was not paying attention. Like I said, there's 800 things. So I am very upset about this. Hopefully this does not mean that the entire pay-per-view will be cursed. I don't want to say cursed, but you know what I mean? There's going to be weirdness. I hope it's not a reflection of the rest of the show, but sucks we don't get that match. But when we get that match, but you know what? Maybe we're going to get a triple threat. We're going to get an Eddie, Mark, Claudio situation.
We could get a Mark Claudio situation. I don't know, but Joseph says talk about bullshitting a pay-per-view. I'm scared. Nothing will be known until Wednesday. We'll know. No, we won't.
We won't know. We're going to know Wednesday.
Well, yes,
we're going to know Thursday. We'll know in a week.
We may know something on Saturday if Athena loses. They did say that they will announce her partner or her match if she'll have one if she loses Friday. So we may know something then, but we're not going to hold our breath. I just wanted to keep you guys updated. We're your Ring of Honor crew, so we're going to make sure you guys know what's going on. So yes, our boy Mark is not cleared, so the Claudio match is going back to being just Claudio.
Wait, what if? Okay, we're going after Blood and Guts, right? Right. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I don't know. It couldn't happen. This doesn't make any sense. Why would it? But who knows? We just plug it in. What if we get Claudia Ibushi, Death Before Dishonor?
That would be something. Of course, Joseph. We try to keep you updated with the latest. You know, we try. We really try.
I'm just spitballing, like I said. It could.
Because at this point, we can have anything. It
could be you or I. It could be Aisha who might be there.
It could be anything. He could just face security at this point. We don't know. We have no idea.
We don't know. It could be a 12-year-old. I don't know. Stranger things have happened. But we'll see.
What if it's the case where the winner of the decision Wednesday gets Claudio or you pin Claudio? Oh, that could be something.
Okay. I like that.
You're cooking, Joseph. You're cooking. We will all find out together, it seems. So yes, before the show even got started, we had our boy Matt Sydal come out because apparently he wants a rematch for those 6-man tag titles. And so he got into a little verbal altercation, we'll call it, with Brian Cage and Prince Nana, who of course told him, do whatever you want to do. We'll fight you. It's fine.
Grab some friends.
So we got that to happen, and then we move right along into our first match, a banger of a match. Big Bill, our boy Serpentico from the Spanish announce team.
Let's go, Serpentico.
Child, now you was cheering for him, and for what?
Listen, I have personal beef with Big Bill.
Well, but we all knew that Big Bill was
he's Big Bill.
He wasn't going to lose, not to Serpentico. Right. So Big Bill gets the win and the disrespectful pin.
Disrespect. The lollipop shots. Lexi, come get your mans. I don't know. She's not. She's going to Jamaica with Willie Mack.
Yeah, they not, because Willie didn't win the get no jerk. But yeah, so then we found out about this, that the matches today are part of a television championship eliminator tournament, because we have a tag team eliminator tournament going on in AEW, and we have the Owen Hart tournament going on in AEW, and now we have the Ring of Honor Television Championship eliminator tournament, where the winner will face Samoa Joe. Now, I'm thinking that this will end up being moved to Death Before Dishonor, whoever wins this tournament. Especially now that our one match we had is in the trash. But before we get to the matches, one half of the bracket, we had Dalton Castle versus Tony Nese. The other half of the bracket, we had Shane Taylor and the captain, Shawn Dean. I mean, good matchups.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens later in the show, right?
Yeah, I'm surprised. But also, Tony just said, you get a tournament, you get a tournament, you get a tournament.
It's tournament season. It's tournament season, and we doing tournament things. So that's that.
It's very medieval times. I don't know.
Not medieval times. We kept it rolling with another champion of ours, good old Athena, who was 29-0 before this match, going against Ava Lawless. And we all know what happened. Ava didn't get an intro. Y'all know what happens in Ring of Honor. That means you don't get an intro. Our girl Athena made quick work of Ava. They did mention Julia during this match, Willow during this match. So we don't really know. No, we don't really know, but we do know Athena is now 30-0. And right now, ain't nobody can stop her. Joseph says this ain't a tournament. It's a 3-match series. They can't justify a contender for Uncle Joe. This was what it was. Athena's still relevant. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. She needed a quick little 1-2 before meeting up with Willow, because Willow's not going to take it easy on her. So we had to go ahead and get that out of the way. It was fun.
I mean, she was in a great mood, clearly. Athena was just...
She was in a great mood, and the selfie she took before the show was amazing. If you have not seen it, go back and look at her. She looks stunning. But...
yeah, the gear was gearing.
The top of it, I liked it. The purple, the silhouette. I was like, my girl looks good. She looks good, but I giggle when they say a bad girl from a bad town. Girl, the part of Dallas you grew up in is not that rough. Don't play. But anyway.
She's a big old nerd. Can I take her seriously?
Like, fine, girl. Whatever you say. Yes.
All right. Sure.
Whatever you say.
30-0. I love to see it, but we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow's the real test.
It is. But, technically they're going to say, well, it wasn't in Ring of Honor. It was in AEW, so it doesn't count, if she does lose.
Hey.
So we'll see what happens with this one.
Oh, boy.
Right along, child. Again. Stu and the Righteous, the Stu Choo train left the station against this ragtag bunch of nice, clear men. And
a lot of hair.
A lot of hair on that side. A lot of hair all over the ring. The only person that didn't have any is Stu. Okay. And he has enough in his beard to make up for that. So, the beard in the chest makes up. So it's just hair everywhere. The match was great. But the more interesting part of the match was Evil Uno and the chair.
Truly did not expect any of that. Honestly, I thought this match went on longer than I thought. We got a little bit of offense from the other side, but
we did.
You can't keep a good stew down,
right?
But Evil Uno just watching,
and then we get in, and the chair shot is about to happen, and he chair shots somebody on the opposite team. He does not chair shots too. So what does this mean? Is Dark Order starting to bend the influence of the righteous and the snapping cult leader himself? Is that what's happening here?
Maybe. Listen.
We'll hear about it when we get there, I'm sure, Casey. We'll hear about it.
Jeez. A box? Good Lord.
Exactly, Joseph. The aftermath. It was just like, sheesh. So I guess we'll find out soon enough what Dark Order is going to do, right?
Yeah, we're going to get a 6-man death before Dishonor, right? And then...
Probably.
And then we'll see. This is what I
think it's safe to predict a 6-man death before Dishonor. I think that's safe.
I don't know what that leads to because we got a lot of tension, I don't blame them, honestly, at this point for siding with the righteous. They've been through it.
They want to feel like they belong. And the righteous is inviting them into their, cult, yes, but inviting them into their space. So it's like, at some point, when you want to feel like you belong, you will take offers that may not be the most savory.
Yeah,
in order to be fulfilled. So
they thought they had a true friend. Hangman is with the Golden Elite. He's blood and guts and
right. Very occupied. Very much doesn't have time for them right now.
I don't know. It still hurts, but I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving with the one person that Caprice and Ian seem to think is the next contender for Athena.
I don't know.
I mean, that's what they kept saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I buy it.
Yeah.
But,
time.
I think we definitely need some time because she was still looking winded during this match, but she took on Bambi. Hometown hero, I think is what they were saying.
Our second time seeing Miss Bambi this week.
Miss Bambi this week, right? And she put up a good fight, but it wasn't enough.
Well, considering the size difference, as another fellow 4'11" girl, I understand like that. You gotta ground him. You gotta submit him. I could never.
You definitely do, and it was also interesting to hear them speculating about Maria Kanellis and the false injury that she was touted when she was supposed to wrestle Trish last week, and that we got somebody on the job that's trying to do the research and see if in fact that injury is legit. So
that sounds like a HIPAA violation.
Sure.
Doctor-patient confidentiality.
I think they still get the bottom of it. Casey said Leyla bores me to tears. The last time I cared even a bit about her was when she fought Camille. Child, I didn't care about her then. I've never been a fan of Leyla, but she's here now, so whatever.
Maybe it'll help.
Sure.
I don't know. Try to be positive.
Yeah. Tony Nese and Dalton. So Tony comes out here with the foolishness and Ari Daivari and Mark Sterling basically telling Regina that the entire town stinks, that they're all fat slobs, and that he's canceling the rest of the show and they're going to train. Dalton Castle wasn't interested in any of that. He had some business to take care of. Him and the boys come out, and the wrestling ensues. It was a great match. But your boy Dalton.
My boy. I love Dalton.
Gets the and advances in the tournament to the final round.
I like it. I like him coming for the TV title. Like him talking into the camera like he did last week. I feel like the boys could have helped a little more.
They had their own match to worry about,
I guess, but they had Sterling and Ari out there. Dalton held his own. They figured it out at the end, but I feel like they could have helped a little more. I get it. They're just boys.
right?
They're not that smart. They're cute. I get it. They do the job.
Well, when Dalton's around, they have to help. They have to act helpless.
Yeah,
sorry,
that's true.
Going back to the last match, this was boring, and Trish Adore didn't get revenge. Child, Trish ain't worried about that little child.
Yeah, she's worried about Maria. She has bigger fish to fry. Leyla just was there. Yeah, I loved it. I was with a friend watching this, and I showed her Dalton's entrance, and she was like, "Oh my god!"
You need boys in hotter outfits. I'm screaming.
Shorter shorts.
Joseph, I'm gonna put your comment up after the next match.
Dalton's moving on, and we're gonna see who he's fighting in just
next.
a bit. Right now.
Put them back to back. We got Shane Taylor, former television champion Shane Taylor, according to Caprice and Ian and myself, one of the greatest world TV champions of all time. Definitely the baddest champion of all time if you have never seen him in person. But wrestling the Captain Shawn Dean, who they said always pulls something interesting out. And honestly, the match was great. They did great. They wrestled great. But of course.
I love the captain, but Shane Taylor, come on.
Shane is too much for most mortal men.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was cute.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Love you, no different frat brother, but you had to take that L today. You had to take that L today.
You had to be the one.
So, like Joseph said, can't go wrong with either Joe versus Shane or Joe versus Dalton. And like I said, I think they will throw this on to Death Before Dishonor. And I agree about this. I would rather see Joe and Shane so that they can really throw each other around and really wrestle, and do big men, heavy wrestling style for that title.
Yeah, I mean, Shane's been teasing this for a while, though, that he wants that TV title, though, right?
Yes, he wants it back.
I think it's time. I like it.
Why not?
Big boy match. Let's do it.
We can get segments of Joe terrorizing Stokely instead.
Oh my god.
I'd love it. Just
please. Okay. And now we have
as we know, Dalton Castle versus Shane Taylor will happen next week on our episode of Ring of Honor, and that will lead to who's gonna wrestle Samoa Joe. It says next Friday. I really think it's gonna be
well, no, we could do a double duty situation. The winner moves on and later wrestles him later.
Thank you.
I guess we could do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with either way.
Because I mean, if you think about it, we don't know how many matches. I can't even talk. We don't know what's happening. So to fill time, I guess on a pay-per-view, you do it that way, I guess. And then the stakes are higher because they've already wrestled a match,
Exactly.
That's what I don't know. What do I know?
I don't think you can go wrong either way. I mean, our tournament ended pretty quickly, and we'll get that final match next week.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of the boys.
The boys here versus the Kingdom. I don't know what type of setup they did here because we all knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, this was rude. I don't like. I mean,
I'm doing well, Blue. How are you?
Yeah.
2 matches. Yeah.
Poor boys. They tried.
Did they try?
They tried their best. They're just boys. They're just boys.
We need that on a t-shirt. They're just boys.
Just boys.
With a peacock tail back.
It's like, how like the Barbie marketing is she's everything and he's just Ken. They're just boys.
Yeah, they're just boys. Yeah.
He's Dalton. Yeah. They're just the boys. You can have that one. You can have that one, Dalton.
You know that Maria's running from.
She's out
running
with injury.
She's running from the possible HIPAA violation they're trying to perform on her currently. So she says she's not there. She probably went on ahead and went back to the States. She was probably good and sick of Canada too. This is one of our last shows in Canada. But yeah,
Oh.
Blue stuck in the ruthless aggression era with The Rock there. But Kingdom gets the win. Now we do need to acknowledge that on their way out, the Kingdom called out the Lucha Brothers. They're calling their shot. They want to go for tag team gold. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. But I like the Lucha Brothers. I love the Lucha All Stars. But it may be time. Joseph said she doesn't want to face Trisha Dora. She's chicken. Luckily, this was a case where they didn't need her. Exactly. She needs to catch her receipt from Trish. Baby, she is running. She's running from the hands. She's not interested.
You know what? That Lariat Tubman is not coming towards me. No, no, ma'am.
She Lariat Tubman me. I'm gonna shoot on her. I'm going for the jugular. We're not wrestling no more. So, I get it, Maria, but also like you set yourself up. So you forgot the Lucha was tag champions. Oh.
Well, you know what? I can kind of see it. We've had fun 6-mans. They're just kind of vibing. They're not really. I get it.
Right.
But hopefully this. I don't think I want them to lose their titles if they get challenged by the Kingdom. I don't think it's time. Because what was the point of their run? I
mean, they started the new era.
Yes.
But I do feel it should have a couple of more defenses before they take them off.
Yeah, we haven't had that many. So
we might not get that. We might get this at Death Before Dishonor because we have no matches on the card. We got booked. We got 8 days and no matches on the card. So we're probably gonna get the Lucha Brothers in the Kingdom.
Yeah.
For the title. So
Tony, I know you got a lot going on.
It ain't that damn much going on. Figure it out.
Sir, you could have called us. We could have helped.
We could have helped. Will, call us.
Will, come on.
You have power.
Somebody.
You got the power.
Somebody. All right. Let's go to our main event.
So our main event, guys. Our main event, we had Mogul Embassy, the current 6-man tag champions, facing off against the team that Matt Sydal put together earlier in the show of Darius Martin and Christopher Daniels. Where Action Andretti is this week, we're not sure. Where AR Fox is this week, we're not sure. Where Dante is, recovering. Wishing you the best still.
Actually, to be fair, Action was over on Collision.
Oh, he was. He had some stuff to take care of.
Yeah. So he had to go do that. So that's why.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to say this. Girl, you can't add Con to your box of husbands. I've had Con for about 4 years now. Casey, you're late. You're late. I'd like a word out back. But when this was announced, I didn't really feel the most confident in what was gonna happen. Right.
Right.
Okay, it's cute. Give them something to do, but they're not gonna like put the titles on them, right?
You know what this is? This is a past, present, future of Ring of Honor.
It has to be, right?
Yeah, because I mean, you got Christopher Daniels, definitely part of the history past. You got Matt Sydal holding it down for current, and Darius, he's the future. I just looked at it and it just clicked, and this didn't make sense till I thought about it right now.
I'm gonna say yep.
I mean, it's cute.
It was cute, but we all knew what was gonna happen.
But I really thought, I was watching this and I was like, for a second, I was like, wait, they might have a chance.
Maybe I sat down and started doing my makeup. I knew.
I mean, they tried. They really.
Yeah. I don't think so. I think they're doing fine on Ring of Honor. They defend almost weekly, or even if they don't defend, they show up. I mean, I think they're fine. I mean, until Dalton Castle and the boys can figure out how to win, or I mean, the Righteous. Does the Righteous and Stu want the titles? I mean, I don't know. I think they're fine. I think they're fine with the Mogul Embassy right now.
Yeah. But also,
Brian
like,
Cage,
it helps with the brand. They're on all the shows.
Yeah, it does. And it helps with visibility.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it, Joseph. I get what you're saying, but even when we see them on AEW, we see Swerve, unless we see Brian Cage, who is now randomly teamed with Big Bill. But they lost, so that's over. So, I think they're doing fine.
Do you think we're going to add more affiliates?
No. And the only reason why I say no is because we haven't seen Parker. Parker's on a milk carton, and the other one got released. So
that is true. I mean, it's probably only a matter of time.
Yeah.
I mean, we did get Nana after Dana Garcia last night. I don't think he needs to be in another crew, but I don't know if he's scouting or we're just teasing.
Probably just teasing. They're kind of friends a little bit,
yeah.
so.
Yeah, bad guys are all friends.
A little blurring of kayfabe there, but I don't necessarily need that either. I need Daniel Garcia to do a solo run for a little bit.
Please, yeah.
If he goes anywhere, and I hate to say this, but if he goes anywhere, I want him to tag with Isaiah for a little bit. Yeah, that would be funny because they have really great chemistry. They're great on the blog together. I would like that. But
you know what?
Leave Daniel alone and let him go on a rampage by himself. No pun intended.
When we get a full private party, they could be a 6-man.
They could. Child. Joseph, go ahead. Because it is only 3 of them left, apparently, since Jake Hager quit and he sent Sammy and them out of the nest. So, I mean, it will be a lot of random matches. And I don't think that was the original plan.
No.
But I think we're going to have to make do with what we have. And coming off of Battle of the Belts, I think it's going to be okay. I think we'll figure out a way to make it work. There's some storylines that exist in Ring of Honor. They just got to showcase them, put them together, and put them on a card. So hopefully, y'all are listening and you do what you need to do and give us a decent pay-per-view in New Jersey.
Before we go, we are going to have RTK let you know where you could find all of our shows throughout the week. Please come back. We'll wrap it up. We'll hang out for just a second. But yes, hang out for just a second. Watch this commercial.
Hey peeps, TK Trinidad here, boss lady of Women's Wrestling Talk. And I want to say thank you so much for watching because you've got millions of options. Plus, you don't have to worry about sharing your password to check us out. But while you're here, hopefully you know we have so many more shows to watch, like Turnbuckle Glam, Raw Post Show, WOW Post Show, AEW Dynamite Post Show, Women's Wrestling Army Post Show, NXT Post Show, Impact Wrestling Post Show, AEW Rampage and SmackDown Live Post Show, On the Scroll, ROH Post Show, WWT Live, plus all of our interviews with the hottest women's wrestlers in the game. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our website at www.talkpod.com and follow us on all social media platforms at www.talkpod, and make sure to spread the word. That means send this to the group chat. Yes, even the person with the green bubble. Thanks again so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao for now.
Thank you so much, TK, for that. Before we go, you guys don't forget, there is a full card for Rampage. We are stacked for Rampage. We got a card for Collision, and we have Battle of the Belts directly after Collision. We should be finding out some more matches between now and then for Battle of the Belts, because I think we only know one.
Yeah, we got TNT title.
Which is the TNT title with our favorite prehistoric dinosaur. And
his momager.
And his momager. And the now off of the milk carton, Shawn Spears. Spears,
yeah. Like Brittany.
Right. Jean, who, anyway, we're not going to talk about that. So join us Sunday. Because we'll be recapping Rampage, Collision, and Battle of the Belts. All on Sunday. We're going to bring you guys all the actions. If you miss it, get your cocktails ready because I am sure it is going to be a hell of a show. Exactly. First defense. It's going to be a hell of a show. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of foolishness going on. And your
definitely
crew will be there. So, Al, where can they find you, girl?
Oh, y'all know where to find me. Al, yeah, 2_. Hang out with me. And just real quickly, I just want to show it off because it just got here. I got my Kenny microballer just in time for Blood and Guts, y'all. Golden Lovers, the power of Golden Lovers is brought me my microbrawler.
It has.
So very excited about that. Yeah, and I might tweet on Saturday if I am not doing anything. So we got the Owen Hart finals. We'll figure that out, Battle of the Belt. So I might do that. Hang out in the Women's Wrestling Talk Twitter. We'll see.
We will see. Y'all know where to find me. Meek the Mage, making magic on all the things. Don't be weird. I'll block you. Other than that, check out our articles. Check out our interviews. Check out our other shows. Impact Post Show with your Salt Shakers is coming on not long after this.
Mm-hmm.
If you missed any of the shows this week, go back and watch them. We got the SmackDown Post Show with Stephanie and Santana tomorrow. Nothing Saturday, and then we'll be back for you Sunday. So please enjoy your weekends. Be safe. Get your drinks ready. We will see you on Sunday morning for Sizzling Sunday brunch with your Collision crew. We will recap everything. And until then, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night.
Bye.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.